Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. Would your Filipino wife say she feels protected? Let's talk about protection today. In a couple of earlier videos, I've talked about how you can make your wife feel loved, and I have some more to share with you. Many say marriage these days is all but dead. Women are terrible, and women say men are immature. But talk is cheap. Let's do something. Subscribe to Love Beyond the Sea. I've got a lot of videos and a lot more in the vault to help a man who wants to be a great husband to a Filipina or any other woman. I want to be a great husband myself, so I have to practice what I preach. I don't want to be just a good one. I'm going to focus on protecting her today, and every woman wants to feel safe with her husband physically and emotionally, and that he will never leave her. That's one way to make her feel safe. Let me know your thoughts today about protecting your wife. Part of this is safeguarding her mind, will, and emotion, even her body, mind, and soul. And I pray this for my wife. If there is anyone that I know that I would not want her associating with, I would just tell her why. If someone is going to be a bad influence on her, I need to step in and put a stop to that. A movie that I think would not be appropriate to see, I would tell her why. I insist that we be in church on the weekends, that she doesn't have to work. I might have to suggest she reduce her overtime if I see that she is starting to wear down. It's another way of, looking out for her. If she's doing too much, sometimes Filipinas are known for that, then I need to help her see that she needs to slow down a bit. If I see her body language and normal ways about her are off a bit, I can find out why and see if there's anything I can do about it. Maybe her family is the cause of some tension. Then it is my job to do something about that. Something may be bothering her at work. Then it is time for me to step in. And if you're Filipina or your wife is like mine or your girlfriend, they may not always openly right away confide in you like I would. That's what I would prefer. It's just, if something's bothering you, just say it. And this protection can be also in some simple ways like driving her to work. If she is new to driving as a Filipina and she's in your country and you aren't sure if she's ready for the conditions, it can be merely holding her hand while walking over ice like we have here in Nebraska, holding an umbrella under her, it's raining outside. Recently, I called the drugstore to see when my wife's typhoid immunization needed to be redone in case she needed it for an upcoming trip to the Philippines. I didn't want to let that, slide. My wife is not so good at taking meds or over-the-counter, so I must be diligent to make sure that she takes them as prescribed. The husband protects his wife when she feels financially safe as well. She wants to know that they won't run out of money and that he can pay all their bills or they can pay all their bills and are saving something for the future if possible. We bought some home security cameras as my wife would feel safer that way. That was her idea, so why not? One of the reasons we bought this townhome was because it was in a reasonably safe neighborhood. While I had worked, I had life insurance. That offers some help if I should die while being employed. He might even have to protect her from her own family if she feels overly pressured in some way. A way that doesn't come up much is protecting her reputation. I try to do this with this channel. I accentuate the positive. I am not going to throw her under the bus. I want her to feel good about herself, and I want others to know how amazing she is. Protect her from other men, too. If someone is getting in your space, he needs to know that won't happen again. Sometimes a Filipino will be bullied here in the United States. If that happens, you need to put a stop to that. Another recent thing my wife and I talked about was maybe one day having both of us taught self-defense and also even learn how to use a gun. Let me know what you think about this overarching idea of making your wife feel safe and protected. I think there are a lot of ways you have the pleasure of protecting your love beyond the sea.